I am working as a cloud security architect for a Fortune 500 financial company at this moment. And I have had the journey going from when I got my bachelor's degree in software engineering to my master's degree in computer science. And along the way, I tried to learn a lot about the technology before I got to the cybersecurity side. And by that I mean, as a software engineer, I did about 10 years of application development. Then I did about 10 or 11 years of databasing and database engineering, architecting. And then I got to cybersecurity. But one thing I actually learned is when you are focused on the job that you're doing, you're gonna be very much siloed and pigeonholed, which means you're gonna know a lot about what you're doing, but not about the big picture where the other technologies fall into the place and how they interact. So one thing I noticed is I need to complement my job with education in other ways. And that was kind of the time that I was going through my master's degree when I had the first introduction to cybersecurity in 2008. And got to do cybersecurity and more like pen testing and hacking as a hobby for about since 2008. That makes it about 13 years or so. And then I noticed that I have major gaps in my education, and that in cybersecurity education, and that's then I got to do CEH, because CEH covers and expands, a huge expanse, I would call an ocean of cybersecurity knowledge in different areas. And that was how I got to learn a lot about different ways attackers might come to your systems and exploit your data, exfiltrate your knowledge and data. I got my niche into cloud. I got everything associated, and many of the professional side, including the professional architect, the same thing about GCP, and also the professional security certifications. That said, I kind of feel like I try to expand my knowledge in the cybersecurity as much as possible and associate that with the practical hands-on experience that I have gained.
What caught your attention about the CEH program?
As I said, I have been studying IT and specifically cybersecurity for a long time. Two things caught my attention when it comes to CEH, certificate called hacker certification. The first was in the whole range of things I have covered either during my degree programs or certification programs from different vendors. Many of them touch different topics, but none of them get so vast and so deep into any of the things that you're studying. And CH was the one that kind of promised that we are going to cover about 90-95% of what the pen testing side or hacking side comes to be. And this was interesting, especially it's coming from the offensive side and not the defensive side, which means it's gonna talk to you about and teach you how a hacker thinks and a hacker behaves. And that was when I got into CH.
How has the CEH certification impacted you?
I knew a lot about cybersecurity. I knew a lot about IT in general, software development, databasing, networking. And cybersecurity was my hobby. It was the pen testing was my hobby. So I loved it. And I had done a lot, website hacking, system hacking, reconnaissance, OSINT, open source intelligence. I have done a lot, but I knew that I had major gaps in my knowledge. And that's when I got interested in CH. And my journey with CH started after I passed the exam, but what happened before the exam is also interesting. Then I challenged the CH Practical, which is the 6-hour pen testing exam that comes after CH. And I passed it, so basically I got my CH Master. And this gave me a huge leg up compared to myself and my peers, because years after I know that a lot of things that I know in cybersecurity either in cybersecurity in general or cloud security, which is my specialty now. I know it because of the CEH and what happened during that course.
What was your favorite part of the CEH program and why?
Well, so many different things, but if I wanna name two top things I really liked about CEH, the first one was the expanse of cybersecurity knowledge that the EC Council has put together. It is amazing. Even years after taking the course, and mine was CEH 10, version 10, sometimes I find myself going back to the material and taking a look at certain chapters to get a glimpse of what I missed or the tools that existed back then. So the first one was the expanse, and this is a challenge that I'm sure many companies don't even dare to approach. And the second thing was the iLabs. I think there is about 6 months of free labs, that is back when I took the course, associated with the course and exam. And the lab practices teach you the cybersecurity side and the offensive side, pen testing side, hacking side, to those who don't have the opportunity to practice them in a safe environment. The iLabs are very much siloed and sandboxed from the outside world, and you get to play with a few thousand tools, a few thousand hacking tools, attacking tools, and sometimes defensive tools. The cyber range is great and I love it.
Do you attribute any part of your success to EC Council?
Definitely. So as I said, I had huge gaps in my cybersecurity knowledge, and going through CEH and the way I did it, I could fill in so many of those gaps. And later on throughout my profession, I could reach out to the knowledge and experience and expertise I gathered, collected through the course, which for me, as I said, took about maybe 8 months to 9 months to finish. And yeah, I'm so happy with everything that I have gathered. And the message to EC Council people, yeah, you guys have done a great job. And this is a challenge that I'm sure many other companies and vendors and educators wouldn't be able to approach. And you have done a great job. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.